Today we are going to continue our lesson, that is the section 4 of history of English drama, and part of this lesson is that a short history of drama. We discussed in last period that Elizabethan and Restoration theatre, and we discussed that Thomas Kidd, Christopher Morley and William Shakespeare are the prime dramatists of this era. Okay, now we are going to continue our this point as given on page number 131, the public theatre. Okay, the public theatre of the 16th century differed in many important ways from the modern theatre. Okay, it means there is a difference between the modern theatre and public theatre. Public theatre of the 16th century is totally different from the modern theatre. How it was? It was open to sky without artificial lighting, and stage was the raised platform with the raised at the back supported by pillars. Okay, the public theater was open to sky. There was no artificial lighting, and the stage was raised platform and at the back supported by the pillars. And also there was no curtain, and main platform could be surrounded on the three sided by the audience. In this way, this was a totally different from the modern theater, because there was no there the stage was open to sky, and there was the stage was without artificial lighting, and there was no curtain, and main platform could be surrounded on the three sides by the audience. Okay, and around that theater there was a galleries also. In 17th century, the enclosed theater gained importance. In 16th century, open theaters are important, and in 17th century, enclosed theaters gained importance. There was increasing attention to scenic device at the theater become private. Okay. Shakespearean era. Shakespearean era came into existence in the 16th century to the public theatre. Okay, when there was the importance of the public theatre in 16th century, Shakespearean era also came into existence in that century, and he wrote for the contemporary theatre, obviously manipulating the Elizabethan stage with great resources and inventions. But the genius of the Shakespeare should not allow the rest of drama of his age to be obscured. Okay, Shakespeare was very genius, and obviously his genius not allowed to the race drama in this age of to be obscured, and that's why contemporary to him was Ben Jonson, who was a classicist, moralist, and reformer of the drama. Okay, in it means in the 16th century, Shakespearean era came into existence. He wrote contemporary theatre for contemporary theatre, but he also manipulating the Elizabethan stage with the great resources, but his great genius not allow the rest of the drama of his age to be obscured. And Ben Jonson was contemporary to him. Okay, to him. Then um, in comedy, Johnson Johnson genius is found at the best, and the influence was considerable. The Restoration dramatists leaned strongly upon him. Okay, this was the Elizabethan stage and the public theatre, about public theatre. This was the information about the public theatre. Now, closing of the theatres by the Puritans in 1632 brought this greatest of all periods in the history of the English drama to an end. Okay, in 1642, closing theaters by the Puritans brought this greatest all periods in history of English drama to an end. With the civil wars, no theater existed between 1642 to 1666. There is no existence of the theater due to civil wars during 1642 to 1660. The next phase, which appeared after restoration, produced a very different kind of the dramatist literature. Okay, the next phase, which appeared after restoration, produced a different kind of dramatist literature. After that, there is a different kind of the dramatic literature. Dramatists like Chapman, Thomas Middleton, Webster, and Dekker were at the forefront. Okay. Then, when When Charles II came back with the restoration of 1660. Restoration, it means the action of the returning something. Okay, when Charles II came back with the restoration of 1660, the theaters were reopened because during 1642 to 1660, there were no theaters existed. Okay, but after coming Charles II, with the restoration of 1660, the theaters were also reopened. The restoration comedy achieved in the peculiar excellence. Drama developed into class drama with the upper class ethos. Ethos, it means morality. Okay, drama developed into the class drama with upper class ethos. There were the morality in the drama, into the drama. The drama developed into the class drama with the upper class ethos. It lasted beyond this period into the first decades of the 18th century. It lasted beyond this period into the first decade. uh, uh, Duration of the 10 years, time period of 10 years. Okay, that is a decade of 18th century. Comedy in early 18th century declined into sentimentalism. Okay, sentimentalism. Comedy in 18th century declined into the sentimentalism. It becomes comedy of manners. George Etheredge was the most important exponent supporter. Okay, George Etheredge was the most important supporter who support comedy of the manners. Okay, from such depth, the drama was rescued by the Oliver Goldsmith and Richard Sheridan. With Sheridan, something of the brilliance of the Restoration dialogues returned into the comedy, but with a genial atmosphere. Fine. क्या कहा गया यहाँ पे? With Sheridan, something of the brilliance of the Restoration dialogue returned into comedy. Okay, the dialogues again returned into the comedy, but with more genial, with more friendly atmosphere. The characters were firmly presented with the clarity, reminiscence of the Johnson, but with no depth in the Sheridan's world, no new interpretations of human nature. In this, he has a nearer to Oscar Wilde than the Johnson. Okay, you have to read it again to understand. The information is given in this para. When there was a theater existed not existed in the 1642 and 1660 due to the civil wars, but after when Charles II come back with the restoration of 1660, obviously theaters were also reopened, and the drama turned into the class drama with morality, and more most exponent. Etheridge was the its most important exponent. Okay.